What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. We're going to be looking at an individual who's dropping 100K on PLTR stock, or is it Palantir, that is expiring next Friday. Okay, just to kind of give you a reference on how could potentially play out and the odds that this individual is playing and really hoping for a huge boost higher, which again, anything can happen in the market. I have no idea what's going to happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or next week in the market. I don't think this guy does either. And I don't think anyone has that crystal ball that we all try to elude that we have, but rather off just making a really large oversized bet on Palantir or PLTR stock going to be bursting at the seams next week. Anything can happen with the overall elections hopefully coming to a close soon, and then taking that off the board. Again, this company, a little bit inside the military kind of stuff. Now they're switching to enterprise sales. Don't quite understand it. They have earnings coming out soon. We're going to be looking at the chart here, but this individual, again, you can see here, 780 contracts. Again, a large amount of contracts, again, that 100K being down, literally buying, it looks like at the top, because he's down nearly 35% already on these options. Again, if you're not familiar with options have this thing called theta, or time decay, and especially on very short dated calls, aka this individual has 7 days, which is the 11/13 expiration date here. He's not giving himself a lot of time here for this to really be right on these options. Again, you can see that he bought them for about $1.36, and they're currently trading for around 88 cents. So let's go ahead and just kind of flip through Think or Swim here. Again, what is the trading platform that we do the charting here. And again, this is a daily chart of PLTR. So let me get away these fibs here. But you can see that, Thursday, Friday, holy moly, what a day. Looking at the options that this guy is going to be trading. So he's going to be trading like the 15 call, I believe he had. Looking for, again, these options we can see on the prices movement that we've seen here in the last couple days. You can see that they went all the way to $1.70, and now they're currently trading around 90 cents or 88 cents. But that whole option was up nearly 800% on Friday. So this individual is betting that come next week, it's going to continue going up, because it really has to go up, especially with the options decaying really fast. So on PLTR, that's the ticker symbol that we're looking at, this huge run higher, like absolutely astonishing run. We can do a quick fib analysis. We're somewhat close to some very key movements here. Again, we had that low way back when. It's a newer IPO stock, so it has a lot of FOMO behind it if it does get moving. But with this move higher, it almost hit that 1550 level, which is the 2618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is a key level as well in the Fibonacci sequence. But this thing just really took off for whatever reasons. If you want to tie it to Trump, if you want to tie it to Biden, I don't care. I'm just looking at the chart on how it moves, and this has just exploded higher. We can also just switch to Think or Swim, and we can look at the more of a breakdown on the theta, the delta, and really kind of going into the probability of this play really potentially making a profit. But let's go ahead and switch to that now. Okay, so now we're looking here on Tastyworks. Tastyworks is the trading platform that I use for trading stocks, trading options, anything really in the market. This is a fantastic platform. If you're interested on checking out, I have an affiliate link down below. So that being said, we're going to be looking at, again, it has earnings coming out on the 12th, so be very key on that. So this guy is really playing a large move into earnings with call options. And again, if anyone who's traded options before knows that he's kind of in a little bit a hairy situation, as we call it. So the $15 call options are falling in with the overall move for next week. So what the market makers are saying, again, these are the individuals that really kind of dictate the probability or the odds with the options on basically Tastyworks here. They're saying about a plus or minus move of $2.39. So we can kind of compare that as well to what Think or Swim is saying. And Think or Swim is a little bit usually higher, but on this instance, there's about even. So about 250 here, and then here on there's it's about 239. So like the 240 to 250 range of a move. Again, so this is somewhat in the expected move. So that's great. really looking for a large move higher. So we can kind of give you the very basics of probability here with that particular delta. So the 15 was going to give you a probability of profit, which is about 25%. So Tastyworks does a fantastic job on doing that. And they have this really fantastic thing called the P50. So the P50 is at least getting 50% of that, of making a profit of 50% ish is about 39%. So the odds are still stacked against him. It's not a coin flip, 50-50 chance, but he's really playing into the suit. With these large amounts that he has into the stock, we're talking 100K. This is not a small little bankroll here. This is a very large options position. With that being said, we are seeing the options activity kind of coming through. So looking here this is the only kind of thing I find a little strange. So he had that 700 some odd options. If he bought them on Friday, these should pop up on the open interest tab come Monday, because as of right now, he must have bought those Friday because those options are not showing up here on Thursday. Because again, if he was at 780 overall holdings or 780 shares of that, those would have populated on the chart here. So since he most likely bought them Friday, I don't know if it was a 15 or 16 option. He didn't disclose, but it looks like it was probably the 15 or the 16. I think it was the 16 actually, call option actually. I'm sorry. So the probability goes down substantially to 18%, and then the probability of 50% is around 43. So this is the thing that we talk about. No matter if it's the 15 or 16 call option, you have this thing called theta decay, okay? This thing right here, this thing is your mortal enemy in options, especially because, again, it's all about timing, 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 timing with options. That theta decay is at negative 7.93, okay? Just to kind of keep that number in your mind. So basically, if the stock does nothing, it doesn't move anyways, which it never does. But if everything just kind of froze and stands still, this option by next Friday would lose basically $8 every single day into the expiration. Of course, with volatility, the movement of the stock, that changes drastically, but that time decay is at a very high level still. Because again, it's only 7 days away or a week away of trading. So with comparison to that, so let's say if he bought the option, the furthest ones out for January 2023, and if he just bought those 15, you see that theta decay completely die off. Yes, the option is substantially more than nearly 6 to 7 times more in cost, but the probability of profit still at the 18, but his probability of making money is a little bit higher on the P50 due to the fact of it being further out. Yes, it's going to be less leverage to the larger move because, again, we're talking an option that's 804 days out compared to 6 days. So let's kind of meet something in the middle between these. So we just looked at like December. So December 18th, again, a good way to signal this is, again, that's a weekly option. So there's not much going to be options activity going on there. So even if you just moved it out a week to the 20th, you're going to see a lot more open interest kind of coming in here. So you're seeing a lot of options activity coming around the $20 strike price. Right here, sorry, my bad. The $20 strike price you can see here, really kind of coming through here. That's a 16, well over nearly a little over K there. But we're seeing a lot of options activity coming in right around that $15 strike price. Again, just being around the corner. Again, this is only 13 days, and that $15 strike price, that theta's $3 less-ish. You're paying a little bit more of a premium, but you're going to be able to get in and out of that position a little bit easier due to the fact of the movement of a lot more liquidity, because again, there's a lot more other folks trading in that overall position. You can see there's a lot, oh my gosh, at 1250, there's a lot of options activity there with open interest. But the only thing on the strange side is there's not much options here on the downside, especially for that larger monthly expirations for November. So that being said, I really hope and wish the best for this individual on his trading. I really hope that he has a fantastic week. I own PLTR stock in this account. I maybe own like 50 shares. You can see here But in my larger account, longer term investing, I have PLTR as a very speculative play with well over 200 shares there. With that being said, definitely be very well aware of what you're buying, and especially start considering the open interest, the delta, the theta. Maybe start learning the basics of the Greeks. Because again, it's a YOLO play, and I think the individual understands that and taking on that risk to do that. Because again, it's 100K. I don't know about you. 100K is a lot of money for me, unless he's a billionaire and 100K means nothing to him. But definitely be one to watch for next week, especially with them having earnings coming out. Again, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.